I used to struggle to grow my chest, even though I was bench pressing multiple times per week. But once I switched to just 2 simple exercises, my chest finally started to look like I lifted weights. So in this video, I'll show you the only 2 exercises anyone ever needs to blow up their chest, even without crazy genetics. But first, let me show you the trap that I fell into that kept my chest looking small, so you don't end up making the same mistake. For many years, the barbell bench press was my main chest exercise, and while it's not a bad exercise, I do think there's better options you can do for muscle growth. If you want your chest to grow faster, swap the barbell bench press for a dumbbell press. With a barbell, the bar hits your chest and stops you from getting a full stretch. And there is some evidence that training a muscle in its lengthened position results in slightly more muscle growth. With dumbbells, your hands move freely so you can drop the weight deeper, fully stretch the muscle and get that maximum stimulus. Another reason why I recommend against the barbell bench press for the majority of people is wrist flexibility. With a barbell, your hands and wrists are in a fixed position, often causing issues. But if I really had to pick just one main exercise, I'd go for the dumbbell press at a 30 degrees incline, because research has shown that this angle activates both the upper and the lower chest fibers, whereas a flat press only targets the lower chest. So it's essentially 2 for the price of 1. One thing worth paying attention to is elbow position. Think of it like this. Imagine there's a weight in front of you with a rope attached that is split up in all directions. Now if you wanted to pull that weight towards you in the most efficient way, which rope would you pull? Exactly, the rope that's in line with the direction you're pulling, and your muscles work exactly the same way. So what does that mean? If you flare your elbows very wide, you bias the lower chest and front shoulder more, but the upper chest fibers run slightly diagonal. So if you want to target your upper pecs, you want to tuck your elbows slightly so that you're producing maximum force on those fibers. Moving on, another thing I see a lot of people do on any chest press is arching the back. And what this does, it's effectively reducing your incline. And yes, that may make you stronger, but it's not necessarily more effective. If you set the bench to 30 degrees and arch a lot, you're basically turning it back into a flat press and losing all that upper chest benefit you set up for. What's even more important is what really makes the muscles grow: mechanical tension. And almost every single person that I've worked with dropped the weight back to their chest as quickly as they could. And after I told them to do the eccentric for at least 2 seconds, they had to halve the weight they're pushing, but they felt their chest working like never before. It's humbling, but ego lifting doesn't grow your muscles. Now before I show you the second exercise, if you want these exercises already programmed into a full training week, I'm sharing the exact workout plan that 90% of my coaching clients are on for free. You can find the link in the description. Now to fully develop the chest, just doing a press movement alone isn't enough. And the reason is actually quite simple. The press movement is a compound exercise, meaning the chest, delts and triceps are all involved. If those are already fatigued from pressing, they become the limiting factor, not the chest. And we always want to train the muscle we're targeting close to failure. So adding a chest isolation exercise allows you to apply more stimulus directly to the chest. My personal favorite is the cable fly, because the cable has constant tension and you're able to target the upper or the lower pec depending on how you set the cable up. From high to low, you target the lower chest, and from low to high, the upper chest. And this is how you maximize the stimulus. Step forward so your arms are slightly behind your body at the start. This is what we call the lengthened position. And this is exactly where you want the tension. Now, don't just push your hands together. Think of it as if you're pushing your elbows together in front of you, like you're hugging and squeezing a tree. On the eccentric, halfway through the movement, slightly bend your elbows and almost row into the deep stretch. You really want to milk that lengthened position at the start of every rep, because that's exactly where the chest is working hardest. If you're looking for more overall chest development, set the cable at chest height and fly horizontally. This is a very similar movement to a pec deck machine, which by the way is a good alternative if you don't have a cable station. And if you train at home and don't have either, a dumbbell fly will be your best pick. So now you know exactly which 2 exercises to do to grow that massive round chest your efforts deserve. But having well-developed chest means nothing if you have small shoulders. Watch this video next. It'll show you exactly how you grow wide shoulders that really blow up your physique.